had a lot of different kinds of fibers in the bat, so you kind of had to stop occasionally and like adjust the way you were spinning. But that was really, really fun. I made this bat, and then I brought it home, and this is actually half of the bat. And what I decided to do was like, you can kind of tell it's kind of like a gradient a little bit, like kind of purple, blues, light blue. It gets into a darker brown over here. So I kind of thought I would try to almost create a gradient. I'm not sure how well it's going, but this is half of it spun up. So you can kind of see here that it moves from like this kind of darker gray to purple, then to dark blue, light blue, then to green. So I kind of trying to do a gradient. I'm not sure if it's working, but I split them up, and then I spun that, and I have to spin this, and I've kind of kept it in the same order as that one. So theoretically, I'll have two bobbins that are even, or similar, and then I will apply them together, and it will create a two-ply that kind of keeps the color consistent. So we'll see how that goes. But that was really, really fun. Whips. I don't think if I have anything else that I'm spinning. Nope, nothing. This was a whip, but now it's turning into an FO. Oh, my sweater.
Yeah.
So to avoid having to finish my other sweater for some reason, I started another sweater. I started a Raglan. I thought it would be nice to have. It was kind of prompted because I was at the Loop, and I've been wanting to work with their West Yorkshire spinners for a long time, and I have never, pulled the trigger. And so I basically thought I couldn't help myself with the discount. And so I'm knitting the Classic Raglan, I think it's called?
Yeah.
Classic Raglan by Cozy Classic Raglan?
Yeah.
Cozy Classic Raglan by Hohi Locatelli. Out of their West Yorkshire spinners. I think it's called their Illustrious. And it is a 70% Falkland, 30% British alpaca. And it's kind of like really nice plum color. See the raglan there. So I'm making a nice raglan sweater with that in a nice purple. I think it'll be really nice for me. It's in a DK weight. It's really beautiful, and it kind of has a little bit of a halo or kind of like a fluffiness going on here, which I like. So I think that'll be fun. And it's kind of easy and simple. And it's kind of, I honestly was missing a project that was easy and simple. So that's my easy and simple whip. Hopefully I can whip out. Okay, so now we do acquisitions. So I'll let you.
You sure?
I've just been talking for a long time.
No, you can talk for a while.
Okay, so I've had a bit of this, because this is going to feel like an intervention. So I've had a bit of a problem with
buying
spinning wheels for more weeks. I want to say, I'm trying to think of another word other than buying. They've kind of fallen into my lap a little bit. I've gone through 4. I currently have 3, and I will sell one of them, so I only have 2. So I started with an Ashford Traditional, which I'll include a picture of that Traditional here. Love that wheel, great wheel, beautiful. Probably I'm going to sell that wheel. If you live in Alberta and you want to buy a Traditional Ashford, you let me know. Fantastic wheel. I think it's just like, I've just moved on to I've found other wheels that I think are more comfortable for me and my body. And then next wheel was, I got an Ashford Joy from my friend, Marilyn. And that wheel was great, and it's a more portable wheel. Turns out it was a little bit short for me. So I went back to Marilyn, I said, hey, this Joy is a little bit shorter. And she goes, oh, well, I have an Ashford Traveler, and you should try that one. So I'll show you, this is a picture of the Joy. So a picture here. And then this is the Ashford Traveler. And so now I have the Ashford Traveler, and I love it, and it's great. It's much better for me in terms of like height of where the orifice is, where you feed the yarn in. So, and then I was at Stash, and I was trying a bunch of wheels out, and I bought myself a shacked ladybug. And I'll show a picture of the lovely lady here. So I really love the shacked ladybug, because I think it's just like such a beautiful wheel, beautifully made, spins gorgeous. And so as of now, I have my Ashford Traditional, I have my Ashford Traveler, and I have my shacked ladybug. plan will be to sell the traditional, and then I will just have the two, and hopefully I don't acquire any more. Other than that, some yarn I purchased recently. Oh, I forgot my Jameson & Smith for that sweater.
Oh, it's okay.
Go get it, maybe we'll or show it next time.
Yeah, no, you should show it this time.
Okay.
You can get it
So,
while I'm showing, and then we can do our Jameson & Smith at the end.
Yeah, okay. So I got the Woolly Thistle sock bag, which is they do a sock bag every single year. And although I'm not like an avid sock knitter, I was kind of hoping that if I have the yarn, I'll be encouraged to cast on a sock. So I got this really cute Woolly Thistle sock bag. It has like some sheep on there and a nice bag. And it came with a bunch of different sock yarns. I got so many. So, came with these sock yarns. They're not actually all sock yarns in terms of weight. They were kind of meant for knitting socks, but they're not actually sock weight, all of them. So these two actually are. So this is Daughter of a Shepherd, I think, which is out of Devon or close to Devon. And it's a new yarn actually that's you can only get through the Woolly Thistle. Oh my God, it smells amazing. It's gorgeous kind of gray weight, or gray color. And it's 90% British wool, 10% nylon, 4-ply sock yarn, so we got a lot of strength there with the plies, and 182 yards per skein. And it's made out of Warbles, Exmoor, Blueface, and Hebridean. So these two are going to make a pair of socks. And then I got a little skein of Retrosaria, and it's called Mondim. Mondim is a non-superwash yarn made from Portuguese wool. This bash wool is entirely made from wool of the Campanica sheep from Bajo Alentejo. So it's Portuguese wool, and they're kind of like a beautiful skein with some like pinks and reds and yellows, and that'll make a really cool pair of socks, I think. And the other thing in the bag, the cool part about this bag was that the yarn's kind of from all over. So we have yarn from England, from Portugal. This is Jager Spun, a division of Jager Brothers Inc., spinners of natural fiber since 1898, Springvale, Maine. And this is gorgeous yellow color. This is a color that Abby would buy, I think. Sock yarn, 100% superwash wool, 100 grams, 435 yards, and the color is lemon. Could have probably guessed that. Yeah, made in the USA. Gorgeous, super, super, super soft. And then this yarn actually is in a worsted weight. And it is Rauma Garn. It's in there. I think it's a worsted or DK weight. And I think it's Vondre is the base. 120 meters per ball, each are 50 grams. And it came with these 3 colors to kind of make like either opposing heels and cuffs and toes or color work. I'm probably going to do color work. So yeah, that's a gorgeous sock bag I got. And I've been buying lots of fiber. I'll show my touch. Got lots of fiber, excuse me, my underwear. But I want to show this fiber. I've gotten some fiber from Jen and Riverside Farm in Briscoe, BC, which I loved, and that was Blueface Luster. This is some alpaca wool from Carmen of Prairie Spirit Alpaca Farm. And it's gorgeous and soft and like a cloud, and I have about, I'm trying to think how much I have. I had like 160 grams, and I think I used 50 grams of it to ply with that yarn that I've been plying here, and I have the rest for a little project. I'm thinking I may try to do a 3-ply, but I'm not sure if I have enough where I'll really get some yardage, so maybe I'll do 2, but we'll see. Oh, we're doing acquisitions, right?
Yeah.
I lost track of what we were doing. Okay.
Oh yeah. That's
I got this actually today at the Loop because I'm going to make a sweater for Mark, my partner, his niece. I'm going to make a sweater for her first birthday. So I got this kind of Sidar Country Classic in 50 wool, 50 acrylic. Beautiful soft key lime color with some buttons that Abby picked out, which I think will go really well with it. I'll make a little cardigan out of that. And then I had an idea because his other sister-in-law is having a baby, and so I thought I would have enough yardage actually to make like a 6-month size you left over, and I just need to get some more buttons, and then they could match. It'd be so cute.
Yay.
Okay, your turn.
My turn? Okay. So I've shown this before. Last week, I think, maybe, I got a sweater quantity to make the Rococo sweater of this Haynes Creek Heathers DK at the Loop. I think it was 40% off at that point. So it was less than $50 for a sweater quantity of yarn, which, if you're a knitter, which most of you probably are if you're watching this, that's like not even real life. That's like
ridiculous.
That's like fake news. It's like
that's kind of like, am I being punked?
Yeah. So I of course had to buy that, despite the fact that I have been very bad spendy in the last maybe I'd say 3 or 4 months in terms of yarn, and I just need to start knitting all the things all the time. I also, when we went to the Okotoks Farmers Market last week, I think, to hang out with Max's spinning friend and also Carmen of Prairie Spirit Alpacas, and see that she has puppies, which she's selling. So if you're in the market for a very, very sweet Aussie Doodle, but mostly poodle puppy, she's got some beautiful.
Yeah, they're black, and some of them have like little white tufts.
And they seem really sweet.
They're very, very sweet dogs, yeah.
And I can attest to, I mean, my Aussie Doodle is more Aussie than poodle, but I can attest to the fact that Aussie Doodles are awesome dogs. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. It was hard to leave there without a second dog. But anyway, we went and visited them, and I ended up buying 3 skeins of sport/DK weight alpaca yarn. And this will be the Easy Teasy tea or something it's called. It's Easy Peasy tea. I don't know. Something like that.
Easy Teasy.
Easy Teasy.
Even though that is a name, I just thought it was hysterical.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what this will be at some point. But it's really soft and really beautiful. And she's lovely. I know the day that we went and visited her was the day of the Rogers outage. So
oh Lord,
she had to trust us that we would pay her for
yes,
the yarn.
The alpaca fiber I got, and for Abby's yarn I paid for like days later.
Yeah, I mean, not saying that you should ever do that, but you know, she's very trusting with us, and
also knows me and knows where to find me. So
yeah, and I really appreciated that, because I would have been really sad if I saw these and knew I had to come home with them. So you know, I knew that they were mine. So yeah, so I'm glad I got that. And then I also, Max and I had a little adventure to putting yarn last week, because they had a sale during Stampede. I think everything was like 20% off or 30% off or something. Yeah. And I have wanted to make the 3 by Caitlin Hunter for some time now. And I discovered this Rowan Felted tweed. They have solids, and then they also have color changing yarn, and so I wanted to make it, you know, one color was the color changing yarn, and then with one color is the solid. And so yeah, we went to putting yarn in Calgary last week, and discovered the yarns that I was going to use to make that. So I'll just show. Actually, that one's missing a label. Sometimes my yarn loses its labels because of my dog, who likes to steal them and eat them. It's one of his hobbies. Anyway, so this blue is the color changing. I know it might be kind of hard to see. This is Rowan Felted tweed. I think you can kind of see it. It's pretty gradual of a change, which is nice. And so that's going to be the color changing. And then this bright, I don't even know, chartreuse color, maybe is what I'd call it, will be the solid for that. I thought they would be really fun together, and so that will be Guthrie when I get to it, through my mountain of yarns. And then the other acquisition I guess I got was a bunch of Jameson and Smith. I actually forgot the book today. I ordered and got Murray Wallen's new book, Cumbria, from the Woolly Thistle. And Max and I are actually both going to make a sweater from it, but I forgot the book. So
That's okay. I can show pictures of it.
Yeah, it's a really gorgeous book, and I love her designs. I think they're really stunning. So I bought a sweater quantity, and I'm going to make the Cat Bells sweater from that book. At some point, it's very similar to the construction, or in construction, to the Brisset sweater. It's got a colorwork yoke that's got, at least 10 different kind of colors throughout, and then the body is a single color, and same with the arms. And Max, which one were you going to make?
Oh, I thought it was called Cumbria, because it's not.
Oh yeah, Cumbria, probably.
I'm having trouble with this.
Oh no,
Okay.
Do you want me to hold something?
How many are there here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14,
Yeah.
15. Okay.
So we obviously went to the loop. We had to buy our sweaters before they closed, because it's very hard to
So this is the sweater. This is the sweater that I'm going to make out of Cumbria, and it has 16 colors. And these are the colors that I picked, and it's going to be on a solid white background color, which I have somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, needless to say, it was hard to pick colors, but all Jameson and Smith, and all at a very, really, really good price.
Well, and we wanted to do it while the loop was open, as opposed to buying stuff online, because especially when you are knitting a colorwork sweater, you really want to plan out and see the colors and look at them in person and be able to take pictures, both black and white and color pictures. So you know how the yarns will interact with each other.
Mm-hmm.
I picked out some yarns thanks to my friend Monique. I would have been too chicken to pick them out just by myself, but she kind of was like, Kate, pick the colors you like, and then we'll go from there. And she's like, if a color doesn't work, you can just buy another one. It's not a big deal. Do you want to hold?
Yeah.
So the main color is this I guess.
Fawn kind of
Yeah.
light brown.
Yeah.
Very, very, very light brown.
Very light brown. And let me just pull out. Okay, that one's missing a band. I wonder who did that. My dog is such a sweet little rascal. Life would be so boring, and so I would have nothing.
You also
to
have 16 colors?
choose. No, I don't have quite as many colors as you actually. Okay. I think there's maybe 12. I know I am using one less color than they did, and I'm doubling up on a color. I'm doubling up on the darker blue.
Okay, you show those.
So these are the colors. I guess I don't know how to show, but yeah. So at some point, this will be a Cat Bells sweater by Marie Wallen, and by some point, I mean, well, it took me 6 months to knit the first one, so I'm going to say it'll take me at least 4 months to knit the second type of, anyway.
Oh, and then this is the skein.
Yay! Oh, it's beautiful. Show it, yeah.
So I have this is the, what I was just applying. I finished during the podcast. I'm not that good at making skeins. Sorry, if it kind of looks like a loaf of challah bread. But yeah, this is the Prairie Spirit alpaca, the white, and then it's plied up against an art bat from Curious Fox Fiber, or Fox Fiber. I have to find the name. The art bat from the class. Yeah.
It's like a skein.
And the weight is getting smaller, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Say DK or
totally.
Sport.
Yeah, that's totally DK. Yeah.
DK weight, yeah.
Sweet.
Oh my god, there's so much stuff
I
everywhere.
know, we're like, this is
I wish
maybe
you could
not
see
the
everything
most,
that's all over the floor.
this
And
is
there's
not
2
the most
spinning wheels
organized.
here. Okay, so what are you listening to, Abby?
So I've been into Taylor Swift lately quite a lot because I've been listening to her running a lot. It gets me in like a mood. I don't know, in like a groove.
Mm-hmm.
And I like her new albums that she's done fairly recently. I find them interesting. Yeah, I like her. I mean, I know it's like a pretty major stereotype for millennial white girl to enjoy Taylor Swift. But
I also like Taylor Swift.
yeah. So yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Taylor Swift. I did listen to Brahms Piano Concerto 1 the other day, or 2 the other day, because I really like that one. And I don't know, I was thinking about the French horn, and I know there's a good French horn part in that one. I think.
Oh yeah, and all of Brahms. There's good French horn parts.
Yeah. So I did listen to that the other day. Trying to think if I've listened to any other. Oh, we were talking about Wagner on our hike quite a bit. That was kind of a fun little
yeah, screaming De Valkyrie on the hike. You know, we're hiking in the middle of the forest. Yeah, we were going. So the beginning of the Valkyrie opens with like the Valkyries like riding, and it's bum 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 bum, and the horns are going bum 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 bum. Yeah, and the Valkyries are like hi-ya-ta, 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 hi-ya-ta. But there's this one part. Do you want to demonstrate it?
No.
There's one part where the soprano goes hi-ya-ta, hi-ya-ta. And then she goes higher and higher and higher and higher. It's amazing. The singing is amazing, and the orchestra part is incredible. And I did it at Tanglewood in Lenox, Massachusetts, which is a music festival with Boston Symphony. And I did it for some reason. We were talking about it because Wagner's music is, as much as he's like such a dick, excuse my language. He also, the music was like, his music is absolutely fantastic. And so I love Wagner, and we were just talking about it. I mean, when you're on a hike and it's like 4 hours together, you talk about a lot of different things, and
right.
Sometimes you're sweaty and you're hot, and like some weird things start happening.
Well, and it actually worked because it does scare the bears away a little more. Like our presence was very known in the forest that day.
Yeah, seriously, the bears, hopefully the bears don't like Wagner too much.
Yeah, and then I guess I sang Ave Maria at my friend's wedding last week.
Oh yeah.
By Schubert while she was walking down the aisle, so that was really nice to have a special moment. Yeah, but other than that, that's pretty much it for me.
Okay, and then so for today's for commenting, please, if you like our channel, I'm sure there's only a few of you that will actually make it all the way to the end of this, I'm sure. But if you are here now, thank you so much. Still. Please like and comment and subscribe to the channel and let your friends know about us. And we'd love to see you at our knit nights if we are able to make a group for that. And then in terms of commenting, please leave a comment which is what you want to see more of on the channel. So if there's something about the channel that you really like and you want to see more of that, please let us know. If there's something that we don't do that you'd like to see more of, please let us know. Because we kind of do similar things every time. We try to shake it up a little bit, but other than that, thanks for sticking with us for an hour and 35 minutes. Yeah. And hope you're doing well, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are. And it's really lovely to spend this time together. And please say hello and comment. And I guess we'll see you next time, unless you have any final thoughts?
No, I think that's good.
Okay, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.